today we're going to be doing a strength and stability workout. So we're going to be focusing more on slow, controlled movements, really making sure that our core is engaged, our hips are engaged, shoulders are engaged, and make sure that we're holding each movement. So it's going to be a little bit slower pace, but it should still feel like a very good workout. So for this workout, you can either use some light dumbbells if you have them, or you can use 2 water bottles of equal weight to make the work exercise a little bit more challenging. We're going to start off with a quick warm-up. So we're going to do 2 exercises back to back for 30 seconds, 3 times, starting off with a punch, twist, squat. So we're going to punch, twist to the side, punch, twist to the opposite side, come down into a squat. So punch, twist, squat. Nice and easy, squat. And then we're going to go into hip rotation. So we're going to lift the first leg up and around, and then same for the other side, alternating around and around, making sure that your toes are planted onto the floor on the stabilizer, like the balance. Let's do it. Up next, punch twists. Pick up our heel, pivoting on the ball of our foot to get a strong rotation through the hips and core. We want to get the whole body moving. Up next, hip rotations. Plant our standing foot to the floor for stability. Slow controlled movements, turning our hip all the way out. Slow movements to maintain your stability. Squeeze core for a sharp twist. Keep our core engaged, squeezing our obliques to make sure we stay balanced. We want to engage our shoulders so we get a sharp punch. We don't want to flail our arms. We want to get the whole body moving, all our muscles engaged. Finishing the round in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next 2 exercises for the warm-up are going to be tough, so we're going to just step back, bending through the front leg, sitting into the hips, alternating sides, just a gentle tap back. Then we're going to go into windmills, so we're going to go arms straight, tapping our opposite foot or ankle wherever you're at, and then straight into the other side. So for this one, we want to shift our weight from hip to hip rather than rounding through our back. So we want the weight through our glutes, not through our lower back. So we'll do 30 seconds of each one, 3 times through. We want to keep our weight off our tapping foot
and the weight on our standing leg. We're engaging the glutes, we're getting them activated, ready for the workout.
I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind.
Up next, windmills.
You're touch me.
Make sure you're sitting into hips like a side lunge, bending through our knees.
I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow. There's nothing personal, little fun. You wait and see if it's worth your while. So give me your all.
Sit into hips, engaging your glutes. We want to squeeze the glutes as we come up from each tap.
Watch me breaking. You're sweet. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want. So keep us awake till the dawn. Feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me.
We want to shift our weight from side to side. We want to keep our weight into our hips. Next, tap backs.
Free pass, oh. Try to hide it, but you had me go. Let me be frank, I'm not that complicated. If you need me, what's the use of playing games? No, there's no denying what we want. Just watch me break it. You're sweet. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want.
Up next, windmills. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest.
Okay, ladies, we're going to jump down onto the floor next for the next round of exercises. So we're going to be doing 45 seconds of each exercise, 2 exercises back to back with a 15-second rest in between, 2 times. So we're going to start in a plank position. Make sure that our wrists and shoulders are in line with each other. We're bracing our core. And from here, we're going to push back into a down dog. So we're going to come back onto our ball of our foot. And as we come back, we want to focus on separating our shoulder blades out as we push back and then drawing them together as we come forward back into the plank. So push back, separate, forward, together. So we're working on that shoulder mobility. Then the next one we're going to do in between is a horse stance. So we're going to go onto the all fours, again wrists in line with shoulders, knees in line with the hip. We're going to extend our left leg, right arm out, hold it for a second at the top, come down nice and slow, swap to the other side, left arm, right leg. So you want to hold at the top to make sure that our core is braced. We're protecting our lower back, hip bones are parallel. Reaching out from the toes to the fingers to the other side. Okay, let's do it.
Focus on separating your shoulder blades as you push back. Bring your shoulder blades together as you come forward into the plank. Slow, controlled movements. Up next, horse stance. Remember to push out away from your body instead of going up. We don't want to bring our legs up because we want to keep our core engaged and protect our lower back. Up next, yoga push-ups. Relax your shoulders at the top of each movement. Keep your core engaged to avoid any back pain. Remember to take a rest if you need to. Up next, horse stance. Remember to hold the rep at the top of each exercise.
Feel uninvited. Left home in West LA. I'm not excited. So uninspired. On my way to play the bay while you're alone.
Remember, team, quality over quantity. We don't want to have to do a lot. We just want to do them really well.
I wonder if we'll make it through this summer.
Remember to take a rest if you need to.
Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Love me, love me, love me. Touch me, touch me, touch me.
Up next, horse stance.
Touch me, touch me, touch me.
I'm so divided. Stay sharp, but haters got some indecisive.
Squeezing the core, keeping the hip bones parallel.
Cold and sleep alone. This boy's some trouble. When he's around, my problems seem like double. His stupid eyes put me on ice, so no, no. Don't slow me down, don't wanna do this solo.
Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest.
Okay, so next exercise, we're going to grab a dumbbell for this one or a water bottle if you have it, and we're going to do a kneeling shoulder press. So we're going to bring our left leg out in front and we're going to hold onto the dumbbell with our right leg. We want to keep our hip bones parallel. We're going to start with the dumbbell at our shoulders and then using the shoulder blade, rotating it out, pressing up overhead, coming back down. So for this one, we want to keep the core engaged, hips squeeze to make sure that we stay stable and we don't push through our hip as we come up. So we're going to do 45 seconds on one side, then we're going to dive down into Superwoman's. We're going to lie on our stomach with our palms by our side on the floor, and then we're going to lift up, turning our palms out, keeping our feet on the floor for this one, holding it, and release. So the palms are going to turn out, thumbs are going to come up, back down to help open up through the shoulder. Once we've done 45 seconds of that, then we're going to go into the next round, but we're going to do opposite legs. So we're going to go right leg out in front, shoulder press with the left arm. Okay, let's do it.
Love me, love me, love me. Touch me, touch me, touch me. Love me, love me, love me.
Focus on rotating your shoulder blade up as you press overhead. Instead of lifting with the top of the shoulder, we're going to lift from the shoulder blade.
To me, I just can't get enough. I know this is love, so come close to me while we're still young and dumb. Touch me, touch me, touch me more. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more.
Up next, Superwoman's. Start with your palms on the floor, turning them out away from your body to open up the shoulders. Our thumbs should be pointing up towards the ceiling at the top of the movement. Really focus on the movement, going as slow as you can. Again, quality over quantity, team. We don't have to do a lot, we just have to do a few really well. Remember to keep your feet on the floor to avoid compressing your spine. We want to protect the vertebrae. We're strengthening the back, not compressing the vertebrae. Up next, kneeling shoulder press. Keep your core and hips squeezed to maintain stability. We don't want to push our hips out as we press the dumbbell overhead. Fantastic job, team. Hold the rep for a second at the top of the movement. Up next, kneeling shoulder press. Maintaining all muscle control, squeezing our muscles. Up next, Superwoman's. Really focus on the movement, going as slow as you can.
Ladies, so now we're going to stand up for the next round of exercises. We're going to have a quick 30-second break just to grab a drink and get ourselves settled. Okay, so next round of exercises, we're going to start off with 45 seconds of toe taps. So we're going to stand on our left leg first, and we're going to sit into our hip, bending through our knee, tapping out in front. Then we're going to tap out to the side, and then back behind, bringing our feet together, alternating side, stepping back, side, and front. So we're going around in a little anti-clockwise position. So really important for this one that you sit into your hip. If you feel any pain through your knee, that means you need to sit backwards more. We don't want to put any weight on our foot coming out. We want to keep it all on the standing leg. To help with the stability, you can plant your toes to the floor, focusing on your big toe. That will help with the balance a little bit more. Second exercise is going to be a lunge into balance. So we're going to step back, drop through the back knee, driving up through the quads and the glutes, bring the back leg up, again making sure that you're stabilizing through the toes on the front leg, coming straight back into the lunge on the same side. For those who can't do lunges, if you get a lot of knee pain doing that, then we're just going to go into a step back, into a balance. So just tap and bring the knee up. So we're going to do 45 seconds of the toe taps, then we're going to do 45 seconds of the lunges, left side going back, and then for the second round, it'll be right side going back.
Keep your weight on your standing leg. Sit into your hips to avoid knee pain. We want to keep the work through our glutes. Up next, lunge into balance. Focus on dropping through the back knee. Engage your thighs and your butt to bring your back leg up slowly. Awesome work, team. This round is all about control over speed. Go as slow as you need to go to make sure that all the right muscles are moving. Transfer your weight from your back leg to your front leg before you lift your back leg up. Remember to breathe through the exercise. Fantastic job, team. Next, toe taps. Make sure that we're not putting any weight onto our tapping foot. Remember to breathe through the exercise. Keep your weight on your standing foot as you bring your knee up to hip height. Maintaining all muscle control, squeezing our muscles. Next, toe taps. Awesome work, team. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Up next, lunge into balance. Focus on dropping through the back knee. Engage your thighs and your butt to bring your back leg up slowly.
Next round of exercise is going to be 30 seconds on with a 10-second rest in between, 2 times through. First one we're going to do is a uni chest press. So we're going to lie back on the floor with one dumbbell, bracing our core to protect the natural curve in our lower spine. And from here, we're going to bend our elbows out to the side. And then as we come up, we're going to squeeze our chest to bring the dumbbell back up to center. As you bring the dumbbell out wide, make sure you keep your wrist in line with your elbows. So we're going to do 30 seconds on one side, and then we're going to do 30 seconds on the other side. After that, we're going to bring the dumbbells to the side, rolling up. For this, the next 2 exercises, they are kneeling exercises, so if you need a mat to just roll over and put under your knees for a little bit more comfort, we can do that. Next one is going to be a kneeling hip extension. So we're going to start kneeling position in line with hips, and then we're going to hinge our hips back towards our heels. Doesn't matter if you touch your heels or not, it just depends on your movement. And then from here, we're going to squeeze our glutes to bring our body back up into standing. So take this one super slow, about 4 seconds coming down, 4 seconds coming up, focusing on squeezing through the glutes. Then from there, we're going to do an inline lunge, starting in this kneeling position. We're going to bring one leg up and around, placing your foot as close to your knee as you can, back down. So just up and around. This is a really good movement that you need for standing up and down off the floor, so we're getting practice. If that feels a bit too easy, what you can do is bring your leg all the way around, all the way down. But the key to this one is to keep the hip bones and core parallel engaged to make sure that we don't wobble as we bring our leg up and down. Okay, let's do it.
Uni chest press next, team. Right side first. Keep your wrists and elbows in line with each other. Flexing your wrists. Squeeze the center of your chest as you bring the dumbbell up towards your center. Next is the left side. Remember to keep the top of your shoulder relaxed. Remember to breathe through the exercise. Kneeling hip extensions are next, team. Only go as far as you feel comfortable into the movement. Shoulders tucked back to avoid rounding your lower back. As you bring your leg up, placing your heel as close to your knee as you can. You want to keep the hip bones parallel. Almost at the end, team. You're doing great. Uni chest press next, team. Right side first. Bracing your core to protect your lower back. Knees up, feet on the floor. Next is the left side. Remember to keep the top of your shoulder relaxed. Maintaining all muscle control, squeezing our muscles. glute squeeze as you come down. Slow, controlled movements to avoid bouncing off your heel. Core squeeze the whole way for stability. Slow, controlled movements are better than fast ones. It's all about control this round. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest.
Okay team, that was strength and stability done. Hopefully we're feeling a little bit more active and stable for the rest of our day. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.